Skip, are you surprised that Dana said this?
I am pleasantly surprised. In fact, I am pleasantly shocked that Dana said this. Obviously, even very recently, just before the Super Bowl, Dana all but laughed at the potential of this quote-unquote fight happening when he said, it's more likely I would be Tom Brady's backup quarterback in the Super Bowl than this fight actually occurring. Remember that?
Yes.
But of course, you have to follow the money here. Conor is still under contract to Dana White's UFC. So I'm just going to assume that in the interim from Super Bowl to now, that UFC and Conor's people have made an arrangement that the proceeds will be split X, Y to Z, right? Thank you very much. And that Dana is very comfortable with UFC's split, as are Dana's bosses. So God bless them, more power to them. And now I believe that Dana, as you just saw, just put the ball right back in Floyd's court. I believe that Dana is now calling Floyd's bluff, and I still think it is a big, bad bluff on Floyd's part. They're going to hold his feet to the fire. They're going to put the onus back on Floyd to come to the bargaining table, because right now Floyd's really just jabbing and running because he wants the public to believe that he's all but screaming for a fight, while on the table is an insulting offer to Conor McGregor and in turn to UFC that no way Conor or UFC will agree to take. So my gut feeling, bottom line is, I still doubt that Floyd may or may not will accept the terms of any fight, because Floyd is not going to dare to risk his 49-0 legacy against the baddest man on the planet, who's what, 13 years younger? What's Floyd now? Is he almost 41? It seems like he's aging quickly, right?
With 3 losses on his resume.
Oh, well, you can talk in just a second, but I'm talking right now. And the point is that Floyd wants the public to believe that he wants this fight, but all he'll do is continue to make excuses. He wants too much money. I'm the A side and he's the... No, you're not, Floyd.
Yes, he is.
Baloney, you're the A side. Conor McGregor is the biggest global draw in either boxing or UFC. You can put them together. He's bigger than any boxer, including the 40-year-old Floyd may or may not weather.
No.
So now let's get back to what Dana just threw onto the table as he dared Floyd to take this fight. He said Floyd's about that tall. That's true. He's about that tall.
Yep.
He's much smaller than Conor McGregor is. By Floyd standards, Conor's a big, bad boy. But he's much longer and stronger than Floyd Mayweather is. So now let's go. Floyd has had problems, said Dana, with southpaws. He's always had problems with southpaws. That's all too true. And as he said, Dana said, when Conor hits hard, and when he hits people, they go. They so go. And if Floyd got caught one time, he would so go. And Dana also concluded that Floyd definitely ain't knocking out Conor McGregor. Well, that's not a real big, bold statement, because the last time Floyd may or may not knocked anybody out was in 1999.
Stop saying that, Skip.
Justin Juco? Who's Justin Juco?
He knocked out Gotti.
He did not.
He did knock out Gotti.
I'm talking about knocking somebody out,
Okay, what about
TKO.
What about Ricky Hatton?
That's TKO. I'm talking about cold cocking somebody. Floyd's not capable, except for Victor Ortiz, and that was just a flat-out sucker punch when Victor's turned talking to the referee, and he sneaks in and pops him. And that's all Floyd's got. So maybe if Conor gets into it with the referee, maybe he'd have a chance to catch him one time. But other than that, I don't see it coming. So now 49-1 looms for Floyd may or may not weather. And to me, he has been dared, and I say he will run from the dare.
I disagree. And no, I am not surprised that Dana White said this fight is probably going to happen, because I always thought there was too much money involved for it not to happen. And what they were doing is called the art of the sale. What you do is that you put something out there. Skip, you ever heard of the Geneva Auto Show? Never heard of it. But anyway, let me tell you.
About the Geneva Convention, but go ahead.
No, we're not talking about when the superpowers come together.
Okay, yeah.
But this is an auto show. And what they do, they bring cars that's already in production, and a lot of times they're concepts. And what they do, they bring these cars here to see the clamoring. Would somebody really like to buy this? This year, the hot car is called an 812 Superfast. It's a Ferrari. Now, it's based on the 512 Berlinetta, 1950s and 60s.
What are we talking about?
I'm just saying, what they do is that when you clamor for something,
Mm-hmm.
because Dana White said, oh, this fight's not going to happen. I have a better chance of being Tom Brady's backup. Well, I sure hope he can throw a pass. Because guess what's about to happen?
He's going to be Tom Brady's
it's
backup.
it's about to go down.
You know, the truth is Tom doesn't really need a backup.
Oh,
So it could be
I'm
Dana,
talking,
and they'd be just
I'm
fine.
talking now. It's my turn to
Okay,
talk.
go ahead.
Skip, it's too much money involved. If Conor McGregor is as big as you say he is, this is not a $5 million fight. This is a $10, $15 million buy. Now you're talking about billions. Now you're talking about $1 billion, 1.5, possibly $2 billion. Ain't nobody walking away from that, Skip.
Mm-hmm.
Now Floyd is saying, hold on, 1 billion, 1.5 billion. I'm the A side. You know the A side. You know I get 60% of that money, Joy. What's 60% of 2 billion, Skip?
Oh, 60, you're way low.
What?
Floyd's going to want 90%.
No. We want Conor to take. We want Conor to take.
Oh, yeah, you're going to lead him into the
I will
ring.
lead him into. I'm the hype man.
Yeah.
We want Conor to get a nice parting gift for this headache he about to take.
Mm.
100 headaches, what it would
Headache?
feel like.
Huh?
It's going to happen. I told you it was going to happen. See, once the money got right with Dana White, see, the issue was never the money between Floyd and Conor. Dana White says, hold on. If Conor's going to make, look, first of all, Conor has to have my blessing in order to fight. Now, if he's going to make 100 million, 150 million, now if Conor is as big as you say he is overseas, he can make 200 million. Dana White sitting back like, all I got to do is give my blessing, and my corporation, which I own 5-10% of, can get 50 million, 100 million. Man, I'd be a fool not to take this. So now it's on. Now, Floyd Mayweather, bless his heart, he went ahead and booked the MGM Grand, the T-Mobile Center, which is the largest building in Vegas. Booked it for June. Now, Conor is having his girlfriend, a fiance, is pregnant. She's about to have the child in May. Now, Conor don't want to fight in June. He don't want the first member of his child. Say, after you were born a month later, your dad got his ass tore up. Floyd lumped me up. Is that what you want to happen, Skip?
Who has Floyd ever lumped up?
49-0.
Wait a second. Pacquiao fought him with one hand tied behind his back.
And lumped him up.
Rotator cuff.
Stop.
Did you see Pacquiao after the fight doing his interview? He looked like he'd been to a picnic.
Skip.
He did. He had no marks on his face.
It's going,
12 rounds.
Skip, this is $1 billion+ fight. Floyd's going to make 500, 600 million. Conor's probably going to get $200 million. UFC is going to get $100 million. Because when you look at it, Skip, you're talking about the pay-per-view buys. Now you're talking about the live gate. Because every sponsor is going to want to be a part of this, Skip. I mean, it's going to be like a NASCAR driver because there's going to be patches everywhere on every turnbuckle, on all inches of the floor. So everybody wants to be a part of this. It's too much money. There were always too much money. But here's the thing that you're up against, Skip. When Floyd beats him, the so-called man that you call the baddest man on the planet, where does he go from here?